So to continue on, we're going to be going with two more products I got here to add some armor on the bottom of the Defender. So you can't really see these. Let's switch to the overhead. We got this product right here, which adds some armor to the bottom of the actual truck itself. This is the second one. These come in two separate packages, as you can see. So this is $97.66. So like I said, there'll be links in the description below for these two items. We're going to install them right now on the Defender build. All right, so we're going to go for the differential covers first. Let me open this up, get these out, take a look at these things. These things are beefy. They're like bent aluminum. They're not even aluminum. It says that they're steel. All right, this product is actually really awesome. It's cool, but I do have other performance parts for this. I don't know if I'm going to keep these on, because I bought the Endura ones and it covers the actual arms a little bit. But trying to stick to the tradition of this one being a Traxxas built only vehicle, I'm gonna put these on and see how they work. We're doing a 1.5 millimeter to remove the differential bolts. All right, so I got my finger to hold for pressure. My other two fingers, I'm counterclockwise. I got the one bolt out. I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to get the other side counterclockwise. Is going to take this out. All right, so now I got the other bolt out. So that's the two bolts on the top. That's all I pretty much need to take out. Just need to sit this bad boy up on top of here. If I tilt the truck, you could see what we're doing. So where we removed the two bolts right there, we're going to be dropping this right into place and installing those two bolts again. So this will work if you have the diff, if you have the aluminum diff cover or the standard plastic diff cover. It doesn't matter on which diff cover you have. So as you can see, I got the two bolts inside. Now all I got to do is tighten them down. Okay, so while installing, I noticed that one of the bolts was a little bit tight. Take your time and just make sure you go easy. I don't want to snap a bolt inside this, especially when we have the gold cover. So now we just added a whole bunch of more weight to the front. So we have a total of 60 pounds, 60 grams in the front of the truck. So I'm going to put the rear cover on because this thing's going to get beat up as well, dragging around. So we're just going to rotate the truck. And I'm going to go for these two bolts right here on the top. So it's going to be the same process. So if you want to fast forward the video, I'll put up where I go to install the middle shield. So the reason being why I didn't put the gold pumpkin on the rear is because I don't want the weight in the rear of the vehicle. It's already heavy enough because of the body. So I want the majority of the weight in the front. So that way if I crawl anything, I'll have that weight in the front. Okay, so again, we're gonna just line this up into place. The way they folded this is like really, really good. I'm assuming it's machine done. So I got the one bolt. I don't know if you've seen that. Just drop right down. Nice and easy. It's difficult for me to see the confidence monitor sometimes because I have a light right next to it. So I got the two bolts in, boom, boom. And now we're gonna tighten them up. All right, so when we're done, I'll show you guys everything. So now we're gonna go to the middle. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. So this is steel as well, and it's bent into place. It says TRX on the side. You got one screw hole on that side. TRX on the opposite side too as well. One screw hole. So if I'm not mistaken, I believe that we just have to remove this one bolt out of this end right here. So the top bolt. So this is going to be the front of the vehicle. We're going to remove that bolt right there. Counterclockwise is going to get that done. So I have it loose. I'm not going to take it fully out. I want to go to the other side and loosen up the other side as well. And we're still with the 1.5 mil because that does the majority of things on this truck. And we're doing counterclockwise. All right, so we have both bolts out. The reason why I wanted to leave them in there is because I don't want to lose the the tie rods. I don't want them to fall out while I try to put this in. So while the truck's in place, I'm just going to gently remove the bolts, slide the plate up to where it wants to be, and then insert the bolts right back in the holes where they line up, and they go back without disturbing the lower links. And then we're gonna clockwise get this back into place. So again, we were able to accomplish this with the most minimum amount of parts being taken apart. We had to take apart a total of 6 bolts to get this job done, so that was cool. So now we're all snugged up there. Basically flip this bad boy over, plug her in, and get ready for my closing remarks. All right, so closing remarks. Unfortunately, it does cover the gold in the front, but it's going to protect that as well, the gold differential in the front, and it adds more weight to the front. I don't know exactly how much because there's not that much information on this. I'll check again on the website and see if it says anything about it. If it does, I'll put it up in when I do the edit on the video. All right, so let's take an in-depth closer look and see what this installation looks like. And the fitment is crazy. Love the way this fits. Yeah, they look good. The way it wraps around the actual pumpkin is really cool. Held on by the 2 bolts. It gives a nice little skid, so this is not going to get, hung up as much. It actually provides a skid to cover the bolts a little bit. If you guys can see that, if I tuck it on this angle here, it's focusing on the tire. But yeah, you can see the way the skid is. The middle skid plate is awesome. Let's turn it to its rightful way. So you're going to see it just peeking through. It's going to say TRX right there. It only holds on with 2 bolts, which was really cool. Installation was awesome. It was easy. All 3 products actually look good. I think I'm going to just leave these instead of putting the Enduro ones on, because like I said, I want to try to keep this all Traxxas, this truck. And then the rear pumpkin, you can see how it has that little ramp up skid plate. So it doesn't have any real protection for this rubber band on the axle, which I hear a lot of people get hung up on there. I will find out, because once I start running this thing through the rocks, it's going to get torn up. These things are going to get scratched up, and I'm just happy I have them on there and everything. So in the rear, this is going to be the view of that tough dude with the TRX and the ball hitch and the light kit. So this truck is really getting up there, and I have the rear, the 5th wheel on back and everything. I'm really happy with the way this truck is turning out. So all Traxxas product truck and everything. Let's see how far I could go with this. I have a couple of more parts. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you want to keep up to date with the Defender build, aka Ash, probably. I'm gonna call it the Ash or Ashes. I don't know. Leave a comment if you got an idea what I should call this truck. I really love the gray color of it. I'll just show it one more time. All right, so if you have any suggestions on the name for this build, let me know. Thank you guys. Later.